How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be reacting to another AFL video. I'm getting 2 AFL videos in there today for you guys. Today is going to be Rivals. Now this is a Vice Sports one. I mean, not that anyone. Does that matter to people? I don't know. But this is the Wild World of Aussie Rules Football. It says Rivals, so I mean, I don't know what Rivals it is. From the comments, it sounds like every AFL supporter hates Collingwood. So people really seem to really not like Collingwood. That seems to be. This guy says that Collingwood are famous for having the most feral supporters in the league. So I'm kind of glad I didn't choose them as my team to support. I have chosen my team. That I will. I guess I won't reveal it. No, I will. I mean, they have similar colors. To you know. I think there's a couple teams that have similar colors to blue. But I mean, they have the similar colors to my San Jose Sharks team as well. Look it up if you're really interested. Look it up. I'm just saying. I mean, you know. It's yeah. I like the color. Okay, it's just I like the color. I didn't really choose it for any other reason other than that. I'm sorry. Okay, but just be happy I didn't choose fucking Carlton, which apparently a lot of people don't like, or this person really doesn't like. Wait, you could swap Carlton with just about any team, and the hatred rivalry would be similar. According to this guy, he has 774 likes. According to him. But just be happy I didn't choose fucking Collingwood, because apparently everyone do not like Collingwood. But yeah. Without further ado, let's see about rivalries in Aussie football. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be real fun. Let's check it out.
Could you explain how Aussie rules football works to someone who's never seen it before in 60 seconds?
Yes. The two tallest men are in the middle of the ground. It's their job to hit it to the smallest man of the ground. It's their job to kick the ball to the goals where they're kicking, okay? And when that's done, it's the job of the people down there in front of the goals to kick a fucking goal. Our game's not chess, it's not scientific, it's not rocket science, it's a game of fucking football. It's easy. Come on.
That was less than 60 seconds.
I mean, still more complicated than that, you know, but...
Footy. Whatever you call it, it's the game that defines a nation. And within it, one rivalry defines the game. The Collingwood Magpies and the Carlton Blues have two things in common: a legacy of winning and an unending hatred for one another. If Australia was a country founded for criminals, it's only fitting that a sport as violent and chaotic as this is one place where Aussies today come together.
Oh, damn. I didn't... Okay, that's another thing. I didn't realize that Australia was a country made for criminals. I didn't know that. I don't know a lot of, you know, world history. Other than, like, world wars and shit like that. Listen, I'm an American. Okay? We don't get educated properly. Sorry. My mom's a teacher. Don't tell her that.
I'm inside the massive Melbourne cricket grounds, where right now it's very quiet, except for the birds that you can hear flying around. But in a few days, this is going to be the site of the greatest rivalry in the history of Australian rules football: Collingwood versus Carlton.
To the untrained eye, it seems like Australia's greatest pastime would be more accurately called Aussie no-rules football. With so much happening on the field at once, it's hard to even know where to look. Players don't wear helmets or pads. They can be tackled from any direction, and with no offside rule, they run nearly a marathon every game.
Yeah.
They can run, kick, or hand the ball off. If a ball's kicked to a player
That
and he
was-
catches it on the fly, it's known as a mark.
Yep.
And then he gets a free kick.
Yep.
Goals
I've
are
learned
scored
this.
by kicking the ball through the goalposts. Smaller outside posts earn teams 1 point, while the taller inside posts earn 6. Most of the world has
And
never
hitting
even
the post is
heard of
another point.
Schools football.
It's
But
crucial.
Australians are perfectly happy to have a sport to call their own.
What the hell?
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Like
I'm
that.
Sal.
There's nothing more Australian than AFL footy. You can be anywhere in the world and you can walk into a pub and Aussie rules are on. People identify that with Australia. Oh, that's that mad game they play down under. When the fixture comes out pre-season, the first thing you do is check to see when we're playing Carlton.
That's the most important
Oh,
thing.
absolutely. And come Saturday, the majority of Collingwood people will be nervous wrecks. This is how important it is to beat these bastards. This is Collingwood, and you're not. There's nothing better, because they hate it, and you know they hate it.
Yeah.
We don't want you to love us or feel sorry for us. Fucking hate us, because that's what we want. Yes.
So you got 1 point.
1 point.
There you go.
One
You're on the
point.
board.
Hey, look who it is. I just did a reaction to his story.
Bit more
How
like it.
beautiful. Where'd you grow up?
Dallas, Texas.
You grew up in Dallas, Texas. You realize that you have like a partially very strong Australian accent now.
I'm starting to get it. Yeah. It's just.
Yes, I mentioned that last
Listening to you
video.
talking, like 1 minute you're like, I hear Texas, and next thing you know, I'm like, this guy's
Straight
fucking-
Aussie.
Just 2 years ago, Mason Cox was a walk-on for Oklahoma State's basketball team. And with no plans to play professionally, Cox was content to put his degree to use as an engineer for ExxonMobil.
Huh.
But after being contacted by an AFL recruiter who scouted him during the NCAA tournament, Cox became just the second American to compete in the AFL.
Second. I did not know that. I thought he was the first.
At the time, I was like, what the hell is this? I'd never even heard of it, you know? And had to do a bit of YouTube searching and whatnot.
Who's the first
Going
one?
out
Let me know
around
who the
world,
first
you
one was in the
travel,
comment section
play
below.
a sport you never heard of and just, take the risk. Well, that's the opportunities aren't going to come across your desk every day.
It takes a special breed to throw down on the footy field. After all, it's a game that refuses to stop for injuries and doesn't believe in ejections. You have to be at least a little nuts.
I can't imagine what those hits feel like, and the you deciding to die for a ball can mean like, what's the worst kind of injuries that you guys have dealt with?
Had a dislocated shoulder the first minute of the first game last year.
Forward, Thomas slaps it forward, held without it. Does not look good at all.
First
Oh.
game.
40 seconds in.
Sweet.
I've had about 10 ops.
10 operations
Yeah.
on one shoulder.
Nah, so I've had 5 on that.
You see the shoulder joint just pops out.
Cheekbone.
See it?
Oh, it's his own man.
Friendly fire. It's the swinging arm of Carranza.
3 knees, a hip.
Just till it should be pressed
Jeez.
big hit.
Broke my jaw up here, so
Oh, I saw that one.
saw that one.
Yeah, that's the one where you.
Armfield and worked him hard, and
That looked
That's what he wants to be remembered as.
The devotion Barrackers feel for their clubs is exceeded only by their hatred for those that betray them. So in 2013, when Collingwood midfielder Dale Thomas traded in his black and whites for Carlton Blues, the fans were far from forgiving.
Okay.
There's the
Okay, I have to pause it for this one because I understand the feeling. As an Earthquake fan, as a San Jose Earthquake fan, as most people, I don't know if most people knows this or not, but I'm sure most people that know of soccer or football, not American football, but normal football, soccer, have heard of the name Landon Donovan. Now, our biggest rivals are, at the time, and still are the Los Angeles Galaxy. We do not like them. Okay? And this just added fuel to the fire. Okay? Our best player, at the time, best player in the league, best player in U.S. history now, but he went to our rivals. We don't like that. We didn't like that. You know, so I could sympathize with Collingwood. I'm not going to say I like them. I'm just saying I understand the feeling of one of your, I don't know if he was one of the better players or not, but I can understand one of your players going to your rivals. It's terrible.
There's no hiding away from that, but sort of I think the first couple of times that I played them, I let that sort of drive me as a motivating factor. I think realistically we'll see just a fierce, competitive game.
That tunnel walk, where half the supporters love you and the other half probably not so much in that game, in that day. What does that do to you?
I'll walk out, I'll have the chest pumped up. It's sort of hard not to in front of 90,000 people when you walk up the race, and it goes from sort of dark to light at the MCG. And it's probably the only time throughout the game where you get to look around and take it all in. So it might just be me getting booed, it'll be the whole team that's sort of
okay.
light up.
I'm sorry. Why are the shorts so short? That would have been my first initial reaction. Why is my ass almost hanging out of these shorts? Sorry. I'd prefer to have my ass fully covered by the shorts and nowhere close to being almost shown.
It's on, it's us against them. Let's get at it.
Just me.
A little extra love.
I feel like my junk's about to fall out if I kick it. Like the fuck?
124 years to the day that Collingwood and Carlton first squared off, an insane crowd has gathered, ready to bring hell.
Cruiser and Grundy get to work straight away. Clear, taken high by Walker. Best of the Moxley under pressure. Armfield arrives. Curnow there as well. Blues might get out or not. Ran into by Gibbs. Side bottom. Normally finishes it off. This time he'll give it off. A chance into an open goal.
Jaffa in this cheer squad. Hold on.
I thought side bottom was going to finish himself then. Hit meter. It's terrific. Outside 50. Wobbles one towards the hot spot. That was too easy. Murphy just waiting.
Damn.
Just like that, Carlton puts another 6 on the board.
Oh, shut up, you dickhead!
Gibbs, Maynard, got him, stopped him in his tracks, and then crisp over the line, over the line, right outside 50, pops it up, and he can really savour this one.
Oh, they're blowing the shit out of Dale Thomas.
Against his old side, the Blues lead by 20 points.
Both Collingwood and Carlton sit at the bottom rung of this year's ladder. But you wouldn't know it by looking in the stands. Because the only thing that matters to these barrackers is beating the hell out of their mortal enemies.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
And if they don't, the agony of defeat stings that much worse.
Yeah. Especially when you get spanked and it doesn't look like your team is trying. Like it pisses you off.
Since round 15, 2012, and they get 3 in a row for the first time since 2013 in the process. Carlton by 15 points over Collingwood.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
They are absolutely savage in victory on the Carlton side with the chant, "We hate Collingwood, we hate Collingwood."
We all love to win, don't we? No one wants to lose. When we lose at Collingwood, we feel it. We really feel it. I think when you lose, it's important to get on board and support more, because out there, they hate us. Well, fuck you.
Yo, I like how every team has their own song as well, though. It might be a terrible song, but they have their own song. Like, I've noticed that after going through some of the like looking up the teams and whatnot, when I was trying to find a team to choose to support, like I noticed that, and it's kind of funny. Like, I wonder, like, has anyone tried to like update it? I mean, it's probably like historic and nobody wants to or there might be those group of fans that's like, well, it's our team's song, we can't change it. Have you heard some of the songs? Like, I'm not saying they're bad, okay? They're just outdated, okay? Like, you can tell which songs were made in the 80s or the early 90s, or which songs are old as hell and whatnot. I think it's kind of funny, if I'm going to be honest. And yeah. I don't know. I do have to say, I understand that feeling. And if you're a really, really big supporter of your team and you hate a certain team, when you lose against them, it eats at you. Like, it truly eats at you. I think one of the last few times that I remember watching the Quakes, like maybe sometime either last year or the year before, I was getting so pissed because it just looked like they gave up. And they're just allowing LA just to run around with the ball and score. I'm just like, where's the heart? Where's the fight in it? And that's what eats at you the most. Even more so when you just regularly lose. Like, if you play well and you lose, you could just go ahead and start blaming the refs. Like, what's wrong with this stupid ref? He doesn't know what he's doing. But when they don't look like they want to play, you're just it hurts, you know. If there's any more stories like this, any more stories about individual players, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to give it a watch, and I would love to react to more AFL. I would love to react to more rugby. Let me know of some players to definitely look out for, moments to look out for, whether it's comebacks, whether it's great stories. Kind of like the, I don't even remember what year it was. Was it 95 Rugby World Cup? Where South Africa had like terrible odds to win it and they won it against New Zealand. Jonah Lomu and New Zealand. It's fun to learn about all these players. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe for more content. Leave a like rating. I know I'm speeding all around. I get excited and my words don't work all the time, guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for dropping by, and thank you, because I just said that.